1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3.
Today.
Sounds good in the headphones.
Yeah, that probably means that. I mean, we're
okay.
Shooting up here on the. Let's find out what that means in just a second. See, something about being in Green Forest was weird. We're getting Okay, go ahead and give us another check.
Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3.
But that's pretty good. They can turn it down if it's too loud.
Okie dokie.
It's all you, Julie. I mean, so you want to do direct stream TV next stream? Yeah. Cool. It's all yours. It's going to be between you and Faith. Peter. Okay, I'm going to go run the senior night stuff. I'll actually be swapping the audio to my camera up there.
Okay.
And then I'll switch it back over. As soon as that stuff is over, you can go ahead and leave it off and then turn your audio on. So it'll go silent once the senior night stuff is over.
Uh-huh.
And once you're ready, turn on again.
Okay.
we've got stuff we got to connect to
No, I
down on the
understand.
home side, so I tried not to move it too hard.
Fine with moving this.
Welcome to the 2019 Gravette High School Senior Night. Tonight we are recognizing our seniors for their hard work and dedication. These seniors have maintained their grades while spending countless hours practicing, competing, and representing the GHS. Senior Summer Sentence. She is escorted by her mother, Sherry Henderson. Summer participates in NSHSS, Book Club, Secretary of the Key Club, Select Choir, and is a member of the GHS Stream Team. Senior Julia Madison, escorted tonight by Noah and Andrea Buck. Julia participates in cheer, volleyball, track, National Honor Society, Junior Bancorp, FCCLA, FBLA, GHS Stream Team, GHSTV, Future Educators of America, GHS Drama, and the Freshman Mentoring Program. Senior Hannah Ahalt. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Heather Santella. Hannah participates in band and jazz band. Senior Tabitha Crawley. She is escorted by her parents Russell and Melinda Crawley. Tabitha participates in band, art club, National Honor Society, 4-H, and Arkansas Entomological Society. Senior Emma Davis, daughter of Robert and Teresa Davis. She participates in band, art club, 4-H, and LD Dream Team Equestrian Club. Senior Emily Flournoy. She is escorted by her mom, Rebecca Block. Emily participates in band, jazz band, Young Democrats, GHS Drama, and GHSTV. Senior Cody Funk. He is escorted by his father, Asa Funk. Cody participates in band, jazz band, ACE, Freshman Mentoring Program, and National Honor Society. Senior Tara Goodwin. She is escorted tonight by her parents Jeremy and Rachel Clayton. Kara participates in band, jazz band, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Senior Annabelle Lucas. She is escorted by her mother, Melissa Lucas, and her grandmother, Frances Hendricks. Annabelle participates in band, is a color guard captain, CNA, and quiz bowl. Senior Kyle Rachel, son of Trent and Amy Rachel. Kyle participates in band, track, cross country, the Freshman Mentoring Program, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Senior Valerie Rodine. She is escorted by her father, Kurt Rodine. Valerie participates in band, FBLA, Junior Bancorp, ACE, Quiz Bowl, and Young Democrats. Senior Carrie Rollo. She is escorted by her mother, Julie Rollo. Carrie participates in band, cross country, track, National Honor Society, ACE, Quiz Bowl, and the Freshman Mentoring Program. Senior Tristan Selby. He is the son of James and Mavis Selby. Tristan is a member of the GHS Band. Seniors Adam Bradford and Rance Koopman. They are escorted tonight by Adam's parents, Nathan and Charity Bradford. Adam participates in band, jazz band, GHS drama, cross country, and track. Rance is a member of the GHS football team. Senior Abby Olvera. She is the daughter of Aiden and Jennifer Olvera. Abby participates in band, track, HOSA, the Freshman Mentoring Program, and she is a student athletic trainer. Senior Alex Summerall. She is escorted by her mother, Tawny Summerall, and grandfather, Ken Goodwin. Alex participates in volleyball, GHS drama, GHS TV, and is a student athletic trainer. Senior Kylie Rutledge, daughter of Alan and Tracy Rutledge. Kylie participates in NHS, Student Council, GHS Drama, GHS TV, HOSA, CNA, the Freshman Mentoring Program, and is the manager for the football team and the girls varsity basketball team. Senior Chase Austin. He is the son of Kyle and Tessa Austin. Chase participates in football and basketball. Senior Caleb Brown. He is the son of James and Shiloh Brown. Caleb participates in football, track, band, and jazz band. Senior Mason Dagley. He is escorted by his parents, Alan and Kimberly Dagley, and Tabitha Dagley and Rick Gray. Mason participates in football, student council, and HOSA. Senior Josh Dodge. He is the son of Mike and Tina Dodge. John is escorted tonight by his father, Mike, and stepmom, Amanda Dodge. He participates in football, basketball, track, GHS drama, and FCA. Senior Dylan Fannin, escorted by Harris and Marcy Steele. Dylan is a member of the GHS football team. Senior Darius Ford. With him tonight is his grandparents Carlos Ford and Martha Ford. Darius participates in football and select choir. Senior James Hinks, son of Jenny Hinks. James participates in football and the freshman mentoring program. Senior Hayden Olson, son of Sean and Elaine Olson. He participates in football, baseball, and select choir. Senior Jacob Phillips, escorted tonight by his parents David and Pam Pendergraft. Jacob is a member of the GHS football team. Senior Dathan Bosley. Dathan is escorted by his mother Tracy Rogers and grandfather Jen Starr. He is a member of the GHS football team and he is the baseball manager. Let's give our seniors one last round of applause in appreciation of their commitment. You will now have a few minutes for pictures.
Can you hear me now? All right, we're going to turn it back off and then turn it back on after the anthem.
Welcome to Live Stadium for tonight's matchup between the visiting Shiloh Saints, your Gravette Lions. Please rise for the national anthem.
And welcome, Lions fans. The Pledge of Allegiance is over. The Star Spangled Banner is over, and we are getting ready for football tonight here at Lions Stadium. You might see out there on the field, that is all our seniors. All our seniors tonight are captains in senior night. And if you're still sitting at home, you still have plenty of time to get in that car, head on down here to Lions Stadium to wish off these seniors in their final home game. Most likely final home game. There is a scenario if we do extremely well in the playoffs, and that's some luck, we could potentially have another home game, but most likely this will be the last game for these seniors here in Gravette Stadium. So come on down. There's plenty of time to get out here to watch this game. And tonight is a night that we definitely need a lot of people in the stands cheering and screaming, going crazy, because tonight we're going against Shiloh Christian. Shiloh's always tough. They've been tough for a long time. They haven't lost a conference game since we beat them 2 years ago here in Gravette. So I'm sure that they remember that and are going to come out here and fight hard to keep up their number 2 ranking in the 4A, according to Hootens and the Max Preps. Both have them rated number 2 in 4A. Gravette, if you're wondering, in Hootens is ranked number 32, and Max Preps ranked number 30. And Hootens is predicting Shiloh Christian to win by 32 tonight. Let that sink in. This is a tough team. This is a team that is explosive on offense. And Hootens thinks that's going to be the score. And I'd like to prove it wrong tonight. But I'm not out on the field. These young men are out on the field, but they can feed off the energy that's from this stadium tonight, cheering them on against these Shiloh Christian Saints. Shiloh Christian, how did we get here? Well, they won all their games. That's how we've got here. They're 8-0, and of course 5-0 in conference as well. Pardon me for a second. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, they are 8-0. They've won all their games. They won all their conference games. And to be quite honest, they've won them all comfortably. So tonight, they are coming out here expecting to get a big win. And I hope that we're going to be able to prove them wrong. There's nothing that would tickle me more than to fight Shiloh Christian hard tonight. Give them a contest. I would love to win the game. But I just want at least to let these guys know that we came here to play and we're not intimidated by them. Now, Shiloh Christian, they're going to be led by their quarterback, Eli Reese, who's ranked number 5 passing in the 4A. Where's Hilger, you might ask? Number 10. So this is a night you're probably going to see the ball in the air. The other big weapon for Shiloh is Truett Tollett, who has the most amount of receiving yards of anybody in the 4A. Our closest person is Mason Dagley, who's number 20 in the 4A in receiving yards. Truett Tollett has also ran back 3 punt returns for touchdowns. So a very dangerous person that we have to keep our eye out on. That's number 8 for Shiloh Christian, Truett Tollett. Number 3 is Eli Reese, the quarterback, but he's a little bit easier to identify out there because he's the guy under center receiving the ball. Conference standings. How does the conference shake out right now? Well, in tied for number 1 in conference is Shiloh Christian and P Ridge. Both are 5-0 in conference. Shiloh's 8-0 overall, and P Ridge is 5-3. Currently tied for 3rd, Gravette and Gentry. Gravette 3-2 in conference, and Gentry's 3-2 in conference. At this moment, Gravette would be ranked higher than Gentry based on points. In the playoff system, how they break ties in conference play is based on points. How much you beat teams by, and if you beat them by 20 points, there's a cap on this of 13 points that you could get. So let's say last week for Gravette, where we beat Green Forest, we were awarded 13 points for that. Now, any score that's closer to that, you get the amount of points. Say you won 14-13. You'll get 1 point for that. And because of points, right now, Gravette would be considered third, Gentry fourth. Tied for fifth is going to be Prairie Grove and Lincoln, both at 2 and 3. Same scenario I mentioned earlier. Prairie Grove would actually be the fifth seed at this moment, even though they're at 2 and 6 because of points. And Lincoln at 5 and 3, but would be considered the sixth seed. And rounding off the bottom would be Green Forest and Berryville, both 0 and 5, both 2 and 6, and neither of those teams accumulating any points at all because they don't have a win yet. So that's the standings that we see them now. At this point, it would take a minor miracle for Gravette not to make the playoffs with the wins that they've got. It would be a very difficult scenario. So Gravette is 99.9% in the playoff mix. But right now we're playing for seeding. If we can get wins, our seeding goes up, and it gives us better chances to win in the playoffs. Around the conference, we have Prairie Grove versus Berryville, Gentry versus Lincoln, which should be an interesting matchup, and Green Forest versus Pea Ridge, which probably will not be an interesting match tonight. Shiloh Christians have set the kickoff here for us. And we're about to get this game underway. Like I mentioned earlier, we'd love to see you out here. There's still time to get out here. We definitely need everybody out here screaming and yelling for these for the Lions. And we're off. Here's the kick. It's going to land on the ground and picked up. Taken. Nice little run. He's going to pick up about 10 yards on that run after picking it up. And Gravette will be starting on their 30-yard line. So here comes the Gravette Lions out, ready to take on this high-powered, high-ranked Shiloh team. One thing that I'll borrow from the Lion Letterman podcast he's talking about, a key to victory tonight could be just getting the clock and wearing it off. Pass, complete. Fantastic play. Hilger scrambles and then gets the toss out to Donnell. Once again tonight, we see Donnell come in. Nice play, nice scramble, nice run after the catch. Gravette 4 wide, snaps the ball. Look at the pass, nice block, a little overhead. And Chase Austin became a defensive back on that one to help prevent the Shiloh defender from snagging that out of the air. A little high, is going to bring us second out at 10. I was saying I didn't catch your number. There was a nice block behind the line of scrimmage of a rusher that one of our Lions did that helped Hilger have a little bit more time to pass that. Ball fumbled, but it goes right into Chase Austin's hand. He runs a hard run for 10 yards. We're making something out of nothing there. A mishandled snap, but Austin said, you know what, I was going to take it anyhow. So he goes out and grabs that ball and runs for a first down. So offensively right now, Gravette is moving the ball, which is exactly what we need against this Shiloh Christian defense. If we're going to be in this game, we are going to have to score some points tonight. Lion 3 wide. High snap, but handles it. Pass out, caught. It's going to be game for... they whistled that daddy. Go. It's going to end up with a gain of 5, or at least he should get a gain of 5 of that. Looks like the ref is marking that around the right area. Should have let that run a little bit longer there, and I think we would have had a touchdown on that play. Mason Dagley certainly wasn't giving up on it. So far, Lion offense is running well, moving the ball. Lions run out 2 wide, 1 in the backfield, and a couple of tight ends. Austin's run, not gonna get much there. Maybe a gain of 1 on that. So that's going to put us at 3rd down and 6 to go. So I guess they're saying no gain on that. So that's going to put us at 3rd down. We've already moved the ball inside the 40-yard line. I wouldn't be surprised if this is 2-down territory for us already. 2 wide, 2 tight end, and 1 in the backfield. Hilger's going to pass. He's got time. He airs it out. Oh, man. Right through his hands. That's a shame. Dagley was open. I think the ball could have went a little bit further so Dagley would have been able to catch that in stride. But still a good pass that hit his hands. Next time, I bet you he brings that down. So we're about to test my theory here. It's 4th down. Let's see if we punt it or go ahead and attempt to run a play here. We've lined up for a punt. Oh, well, no, my bad. Look at the pass, fakes it. He's got some room. That's the 1st down. Fantastic run. He's going to pick up around 12 yards on that. We have a Lion down on the play. Not sure who it is, not really sure what happened, but he is down on the far side. When we find out who it is, we'll let you guys know. Certainly hope that is nothing serious, but I am curious with the young man down out away from all the contact if there might have been some sort of twisted ankle or anything like that that could have just happened. Looks like that is Ian Drake. And not a great sign. It doesn't look like he's putting much pressure on that foot. Looks like Josh Dodge will be going out there. Yeah, I'm afraid he might have twisted that ankle. Like I said, I didn't see what happened. I just saw him on the opposite field. I'm watching right now, and he's struggling to put any weight on that foot. So Gravette, once again, runs with 2 wide and 2 tight ends. I think this is something that they drew up this week here because we haven't really seen a lot of sets like this for Gravette so far this year. Fakes the handoff. Pass. Oh, pass drops. Pops out. That probably would have been a pickup of around 5 or 6 if he would have held on to that. So that puts us to 2nd down and 10 to go. Once again, Gravette 2 wide, 2 tight ends. They hand that off. He fights, but he's only going to pick up around 3 yards on that play. So 3-yard gain for Chase Austin there. Puts us at 3rd down and 7 to go. Once again, if we went the 4th down and went for it last time, I wouldn't think that would be any change to that this time either. So we realistically have 2 downs to get to 7 yards. Takes the handoff. He's looking. He passes wide open. That's a touchdown! Touchdown! Fantastic play. That's a 22-yard touchdown to Josh Dodge, who came in for Ian Drake. So the Gravette Lions score first against the Shiloh Christian Saints. I can tell you, looking across the field here, their fans are a little bit shocked at what's happened here. Gravette marched down the field, scored a touchdown against them, and they're just sitting on their hands over there. But I don't think you could have scripted up a much better opening drive for the Gravette Lions, going against a heavily favored team, to go ahead and show them that we are serious tonight about playing hard and punching these guys in the mouth on senior night. And I don't know if there's a timeout. I'm not really sure what exactly is happening here. Maybe Shiloh requested a little bit of time so they could go look at their little luxury TVs that they have on the sidelines there to figure out just what exactly went wrong. But a fantastic offensive drive. A lot of movement in the air. Hilger was very accurate on that set of plays. Marched the Lions down the field, and they took care of business. Josh Dodge, like I mentioned, was wide open there. All he had to do was bring that ball in and just walk into the end zone. Looks like Lions deciding to go for a 2-point conversion instead of the traditional point after. Hilger's getting chased, passes it. Oh. So incomplete, so it's going to be 6-0. There is a flag on the play. Against Shiloh Christian. I don't know if that means we're going to get to rerun this 2-point conversion at the 1.5-yard line. Looks like they are. So a 1.5-yard penalty on Shiloh Christian, but most importantly, we get to go ahead and run another play here to attempt to get this 2-point conversion. So let's see what the Lions draw up here. 3 wide. Toss, and he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. So we don't get a 2-point conversion, but we do get the first touchdown of the night. Go up 6-0 with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first quarter. So a fantastic start. This Shiloh Christian team averages about a touchdown a game on defense giving up. So we've got that touchdown already in the first quarter. So right now, Gravette came out with just a fantastic plan on offense. New formations, like I was mentioning there, where we were running with 2 tight ends. I'm assuming to help with the Shiloh Christian pass rush there, and it seemed to be effective. Hilger chased a little bit, but not really that bad. Was able to see his wide receivers and get accurate passes out there. So kudos to the offensive coordinator tonight. He came out and drew up a nice plan to attack these Saints. And here's the kick. Nice little pooch to Upman. He decides to run it. Oh, and he gets wrapped up. Isaac Dan eats him up. Fantastic tackle by Isaac Dan there against these Saints. I can tell you what, I don't know what they thought when they got off their chartered bus here at Lions Stadium was going to happen, but so far Lions has punched them in the mouth. So here comes the Shiloh offense. They are not shy about passing the ball. I suspect we're going to see some passing right here from the get-go. It looks like, well, and they proved me wrong. Joe hadn't run the first for the first play and get a gain of 9 yards on the run. I think we left out of that because I think we had a man not on the field that was having to rush on the field super late on that. Could have been some disastrous consequences. But instead of run of, they say 8. Back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Pass complete. He's going to gain around 8 yards on that. So I can tell you, and the Saints are running a fast-paced offense here. They're ready to snap the ball pretty much as soon as they're down. Got some pressure. Looks like a bit of a screen. He's going to be dropped, but not after a gain of around 19 yards. Let's see, maybe 18. 19 yards there. So we got some pressure, but that's exactly where the quarterback threw it to. A smart play by him. And he gets knocked down. Nice hit, but he was able to hold on to it. So that's going to be a gain around 16. Both the wide receiver and the quarterback got to taste the turf on that one, but doesn't really matter when they're able to go ahead and complete it for first down. And just like that, Shiloh's on their 15-yard line. They got 5 wide. Oh, nice hit. And once again, Isaac Dan comes in and roughs up the quarterback. Isaac Dan is here to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Lit him up. So Eli Reese once again tasting the turf here at the Lions Stadium. Let's see if they put a few more people on that line to try to protect them. Man in motion. And that's penalty is going to be against Gravette. I think they called offsides. Encroachment. I guess that's the technical term for it. So now it's 2nd down and 5 for Shiloh. Delayed handoff. I'm not really sure how many yards he got on that. Shiloh is trying to block somebody all the way out there to the track. Can't say I'm surprised by that tactic. So that's a gain of around. All right, so he gained 5 yards on that run. It's 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. And they run it in for a touchdown. So, like I mentioned, Shiloh's going to score points tonight. So, if you're a Lions fan sitting at home thinking, oh, gosh, man, we had some momentum and then they did this. Well, they're going to do this. They're going to score points tonight. I know that the Lion Destruction crew destructs with ferocity, but tonight it's going to be tough sledding. This team is going to score, and it's going to be able to pass the ball. It's really up to our offense to slow it down a little bit, make completions, keep up with them a little bit. Kick is up. And kick is good. So it's 6 minutes and 39 seconds. Shiloh pulls up ahead 7-6, and the Gravette offense has a chance to come back out here and move the ball down the field once again. So I mean, this is the highly touted Shiloh offense that I think everybody knew about. Marching down the field, 43 yards passing and 19 yards rushing there, unofficially, on that. And, of course, the entire Shiloh offense now gets underneath their covered canopy over there so they can all look at their TV screens to see what all they did on that play or on that drive. Shiloh Christian, no luxury spared for the Saints there. The private school out of Springdale. So here comes the kick from Shiloh. Handled. Runs. He's going to pick up around 12, I would say, on that. And Gravette will be starting at their own 27 or 28-yard line. Somewhere right there in the middle. But hopefully the offense can do the exact same thing it did the last drive there and move the ball and chew a little bit of clock here versus Shiloh. I do suspect the Shiloh defense now knows that things are a little bit more serious than what they initially thought it was going to be. So I suspect you can see them start flying around here a little bit more. But I'm sure Gravette will be able to take advantage of some of that aggression that they might be showing here. So Gravette is going to line up 4 wide, 1 in the backfield, in the pistol formation. And there's a flag. Delay of game. Delay of game on Gravette. I think that's the first time I've seen that all year for Gravette. So that's going to put us as first down and 15 to go. Gravette's still going to come out 4 wide with 1 in the backfield. Handoff. Not much on there. We got a gain of around a yard on there by Isaac Dan. With the way that Isaac's been on defense so far this game and coming out strong and ferocious, I bet you he gets a few nice runs tonight, shaking off some of these Saints. So 4 wide once again, 1 in backfield. We are letting the play clock go down a little bit. Run the ball, and he's going to be wrapped up. So probably a loss of 1 there. And the 4 wide set didn't fool the Saints too much, and they stayed home there on that line for those 2 running plays. And now we're in a situation where I think everybody's going to go ahead and expect a pass here because we got 15 yards to pick up. So 4 wide once again, though. Low snap, handled by Hilger. He rifles it. Close, but I don't think it's going to be a first down. Man, that is inches away from a first down. I mean, it was a shot by Hilger. He really rifled it in there. All right, they're bringing the chain out here. I think just looking from up here, I think it's going to be inches short. Now bringing out the chains here might be actually a little bit of a ploy here to have a little bit more time to scheme up a play. Yeah, it looks like they're about a foot away from the first down here. So very close. But like I said, we're bringing the chains out, the official timeout to do that. That gives us a little bit more time to go through the Rolodex to find the right play here, because I know we're on the wrong side of the 50, but with this team, I mean, we're gonna have to score points, and going for it on something like this, I think that's something that we need to do. So we're here, 2 wide, the 2 tight end set. They're calling a false start, which is a BS call. I'll go ahead and just give you that right here. The line did not move. I'm sitting here staring and looking at them. I do not agree with that one bit. I'm sitting here staring, looking at from the press box right down on here, and nobody on that line moved. Shiloh Saints doing a little fibbing there on the line, on the line, but But they seem so excited about the fact that somebody moved that the refs called it. Now that encroachment, or it better be encroachment. And they're saying false start once again. Wow, okay. This is a tough match tonight against Shiloh Christian. It's going to be impossible if we're battling the refs all night as well. I try to call it straight down the middle. If there's, I'm obviously rooting for Gravette. But if there's a play that there's a flag, I'll rightly say the flag was deserved. Those are 2 flags that I did not see. I'm sitting here staring. I have nothing else to do but stare right here at the field. Neither one of those I saw Lions move. I saw Shiloh Christian move, jump, and get excited. I didn't see a Lion move. And they reverse it. All right, so they call it offsides now. So, okay, that's 4th and short. I'm not really sure exactly how this came to be unless they're reversing the offsides, the first offsides. Oh, wait, no, 5-yard penalty the other direction. My bad. So it's 4th and short, and the offense is out on the field. Let's get this. Ooh. It's going to be close, but from where the referee is standing, I think we got it. I think we're going to have a measurement here again. But I like where he's standing. First down! Woo! I'll apologize for you guys' eardrums tonight. I might get a little loud here in the press box. I didn't grow up here in Gravette. I didn't go to school here. I know that some folks that they say, the rivalries against Gentry and all that, but I always get fired up when we play Shiloh Christian, whether it's football, basketball, softball. If kids play kickball out in the yard, I'm going to get fired up when it's against Shiloh Christian, and I'm definitely going to get fired up tonight. Handoff. And he's going to lose some yards on that one. So, yeah, he's going to lose around 3 yards on that. So that's going to put us to 2nd down and 13 to go. But one of the most important things with that 4th down conversion is the clock. the clock keeps on ticking now and keeps that high-powered Shiloh offense off of the field. The longer we can keep them off the field, the less they're going to be able to score. So I think that's why we're seeing a little bit of the running attack right now, is try to burn some of that clock. Low snap, but handled. Hilger's getting some pressure. He escapes it. He throws it out there. Oh! Mason Dagley fights to that a little bit, but Shiloh Christian, he did have his head turned. So there's no pass interference on that. I would like Shiloh to have his head just straight ahead, not looking for it, and we might have been able to get that call. But both of them saw that ball coming up, so I'm fine with the no pass interference called on that. But that puts us back with 3rd down and 13 to go here. I think we're looking just to get most of this. Sets up the screen, and it's going to get blown up. It was a great idea, but Shiloh was able to sniff that out, and their linebacker was able to get in there and wrestle it down. So it was a nice idea, but unfortunately it's going to be a loss of 2 yards here. We're going to see a punt. Now we got to watch out for this guy. He's ran 3 touchdowns back. All right. Way to wrestle him down. And wouldn't you know who won the pony there? Well, no, that was Trenton Durham. I was about to say Isaac Dan. Well, maybe it was Dan. Get the numbers mixed up sometime. But a nice stop on the Truett Tillett there. So the Shiloh Christian offense is out again, and I'm sure they're wanting to score quickly. Man in motion, fakes, rolling out, passes. Oh, incomplete. Good job by the Gravette defense there, hanging around with all those wide receivers, not falling for that fake with the wide receiver running across there. Could be real easy to fall for that because all you got to do is just pitch that thing right to him, and he's off to the sidelines there. But we're able to not fall for that and stay with the wide receivers. It puts us 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. So Gravette defense is out. Snaps up. He's looking to pass. He airs it out. He's got a man open. And he brings it down. So that's going to be a gain of around 30 yards. So, yeah, he floated that out there. He had a lot of time to get it. And his wide receiver, he wrangled it in. Looking to pass again. Oh, this guy's wide open. Forced out of bounds. But not after a gain of 12. So Shiloh's going fast, just like we knew that they would. Got a man open, and he brings it down. That's Truett. So that's 23-yard reception. So, yeah, this is the guy we definitely have to keep our eye on because this is the guy that's scored. If I'm not mistaken, looking at Max Preps tonight, I think that he has the most touchdowns scored in the 4A. I might be wrong on that. If he's not first, he's very close to it. Truett is definitely their biggest weapon that they have out there. So Shiloh's set to kick. It's up. It's good. There's 1 minute and 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Shiloh goes up 14-6 over Gravette. I'll go ahead and take this time right now to say if you have a son or daughter that plays sports with Gravette, why don't you consider joining the Athletic Booster Club here at Gravette? It's the best way to know what's going on, the sports out there that helps you be able to contribute and help our teams in the best way that you can. The same thing goes with the band. If you have a son or daughter that's in 6th through 12th grade in the band, we'd love you to join the Band Booster Club. We have actually a meeting Monday night at the band room. I believe it's 6:30. So anybody that's got a child in the band, feel free to come on by. We would love to have you there. Just like the Athletic Booster Clubs, would love to have you there as well. So getting set to kick off here. Let's see if Gravette can do something exciting on offense here. It's a balancing act where you're wanting to run the clock, but you also got to lean on your strength, which is passing the ball. So I think that you really got to just figure out the right balance between the two of running clock, passing the ball. And here's the kick. Knuckleball. It's going to be picked up. These refs are letting them fight for a little while out there, but that's going to be on the 25-yard line. So Gravette will have a cool 75 yards to go to get into the end zone here. Make that the 26-yard line. They gave us an extra yard. And Gravette offense comes out. Hilger quarterback, 4 wide, 1 in the backfield. Looking to pass. Quick pass, complete. Makes one miss. Let's go ahead and blow that whistle, ref. That's going to be a gain of around 7 there to Mason Dagley. So that puts us in second and third down, which is a great down and distance to be because it allows you to have everything in the playbook open. You can run the ball, you can pass the ball, you can do a lot of different things when you got 3 yards to go on second down. Let's see what we draw up here. Looks like we got trips, 1 in the backfield and a tight end in the block. Handoff. Nice run. That's going to be, well, it should be a first down. Looks like from where they mark it, it is a first down. Isaac Dan. So nice hard run by Isaac Dan to get the ball across the lines there and get another Gravette first down. Play clock's down to 20. I bet you're going to see that click down to under 5 before we snap it. Oh, they proved me wrong. Oh! A little bit behind them. Had to try to stop real quick to gather that in. It's a nice play, though. We'll complete that in the future. Would have been a pickup around 7 on that if he was able to haul it in. 27.1 seconds left in the first quarter. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you see him run the exact same play again. Fakes it. Complete. Dives forward for a gain of around 7 there. Looks like that was a dodge. So that's going to be the end. It's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 to go. But at the end of one, Shiloh 14, Gravette 6.
At the
I think if you would have asked the coaches if they would have been fine with 14-6 after the first quarter, I think they would probably have been fine with that. You know, knowing that, knowing how fast the Saints could move the ball, knowing that we got some points on the board, I think they would have been fine with that. And thank you, Miss Baker, for letting me know that number 23 is Trenton. I'll try to make sure that I get that correct here in the future. We're going to try to get these scores here soon. Sometimes it takes a little while for Fearless Fridays to have scores up from around the area, but we want to make sure that you know what's going on in the other games around here too. So, 3rd down and 3 for Gravette. Looks like we're going back to the 2 wide with 2 tight ends set. Calling a false start on Gravette. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. This incident might have been for the best because I don't think Hilger was expecting that snap would have happened. So them stopping it before the play really went anywhere probably was in our best interest. Honestly, I don't know if the ball was really set or the refs were ready for that play to start when it happened, but that's what happened. So 2 wide, 2 tight ends, 1 in the backfield. Gravette's been passing out of this. Fakes the handoff. Hilger rolls. Oh! And number 24 flies in there for the Saints to try to intercept that. That's Matt McEwen there. So Gravette's going to have to punt this ball here. And once again, we're punting to Truitt. He's got 3 run backs already for the year, so this is a dangerous guy to be punting to. A little bit of a duck. But it ensures that Truitt's not going to be returning it. So, Shiloh Christian gets the ball on the 43-yard line. And hopefully the crew comes out to take care of some business against these Saints. So Shiloh's 4 wide and 1 in the backfield. Back to pass, shockingly. Sets up screen, and that incomplete. I think we got to him a little bit quicker than what he was wanting. So that's going to put his 2nd down at 10 for Shiloh. Nice to get a little bit of pressure in the backfield there. Like I said, I think that he had to release that a little bit earlier than what he wanted to. So 2nd down at 10. And it's time for a win for the line to structure crew against these Saints here. Pass behind them. That's going to put 3rd down at 10. It's time for the destruction crew to come out here and get a win. Let's not pretend that this game isn't big. We want to make Eli Reese for Shiloh Christian spin because it's 3rd down at 10 and the line destruction crew is out here to win. That's about all the stuff I can think of that rhymes with 10. So LDC, let's get out here and let's force this 4th down. Let's step up. Back to pass. Get some pressure on him. I don't know who he's throwing it to, but that's going to bring us 4th down. A great stand by the line defense here against Shiloh Christian. Of course, with this high-powered offense, I almost wonder if they're going to even punt this or they just keep on going for it. I don't know this team well enough to know if that's something that they do, like the Pulaski Academies of the world. It does look like they're bringing a punter out here, so that's a fantastic win by the Gravette defense here against this extremely high-powered offense of Shiloh. And there's the punt. Whoa! Looks like he got some awfully quick there. But I suppose that it wasn't too quick. Just a good job of hanging on to that ball, though. Because he was hit pretty quick after retrieving that punt. In the future, we might go ahead and let that one bounce. But like I said, great job of holding on to that after getting popped, after getting it. And the Gravette offense comes back out on the field after forcing 3 and out by Shiloh, which I can't imagine they've had a lot of those this year. So the Gravette is still playing hard against these Saints. Hand off. Chase Austin looking for a hole there, and he was patient with it, but unfortunately there's not one that ever came open for him. So I gained no gain on the play by Austin. He was patient enough with the run there, but unfortunately the hole never popped open for him to be able to slide through. But once again, as I've been preaching all night so far, with the run, the clock keeps on ticking. So this allows that clock to just keep on ticking down even more. 4 wide and 1 in the backfield. Shiloh rushes 4. Pass complete. He's going to dive for some yards. Looks like they said his foot was out of bounds, though. So only gets a gain of 4 on there. So Dagley, well, the announcer says 5. We'll give him 5. So that puts us at 3rd down, and that's still 6. 3rd down and 6 to go, ladies and gentlemen here. So let's see what we bring out here. Get another first down would be huge. Grab it 4 wide. Looking the pass. Caught. That's a first down. Right to the sticks. So Josh Dodge with the completion. That's enough for a Gravette Lion. First down. All right, that's the first time that the Stream team has got it in the first try. So great play there. Dodge ran exactly to the line there and turned around and received the ball for a first down. That's great play calling there. The offense assesses the situation and comes back up the line. Low pressure. Catches the ball. It was a low ball. All right. Gain of 14 on the play. Mason Dagley. Dagley has been catching quite a few tonight. But those sticks are moving. So a good job of adjusting the ball in the air. It was a bit of a low ball, but he was able to catch it and then turn around and gain some yards. So fantastic play there by Dagley. Play clock goes down to around 10. Once again, we're letting it click down. A lot of pressure. Hilger motions for him to go deep. Did he bring that in? He brought that in. So Hilger and Dagley just playing football out in the backyard there. Hilger passes or motions for him, go deep, and he goes and gets it. Nice improvisation. I'm not going to get the word right, but I think you all know what I mean. The gain of 20 yards there, and Gravette is moving. They have the ball on the 25-yard line here. And I think they might be flustering the Saint defense. They brought a lot of pressure then, and Hilger was able to roll away from it. Handoff. No. Fake the handoff. Ball's up in the air. Oh! Dangerous pass. Very dangerous pass. But Dodge almost able to get that after it slips through the Shiloh Christian defender's hands. I think the roof would have blown off the stadium if he would have caught that. So kind of dangerous. Hilger having to throw off his back foot there with the Saints rushing in. If he would have had a little bit more air on that, we would have been celebrating a touchdown. But a 2nd and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. We are in 4-down territory. Shiloh brings the whole bus. Oh, he was wide open. And then there's a penalty flag on the play. That's probably going to be sportsmanlike conduct. Now it just depends on who it's on. When it's called that late and in that area, somebody has said something. And looks like it's going to be against Gravette. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Not what we needed here. When we were sitting there driving the ball down the field, and then a costly 15-yard penalty. Like I said, I don't know what exactly happened, but what that looks like usually is somebody said something back there. So now it's 2nd down and 25 to go. We have 3 downs to get this yardage back. So I know it's daunting to have this far to go, but we don't have to get it all at one time. Not really sure what the whistle was for, but we're 4 wide. Shiloh brings 3. Oh, somebody, I think we had a blown pass play there, a blown route, because Hilger throws that out to no one out there in the middle of the field. So I guess that was 3rd down, so now it's 4th down. So that ends up being a pretty costly penalty there on whatever was said. So I'm expecting that we're going to be punting the ball. And once again, we've got the dangerous Toulette back there. Ball's up in the air. He picks it up. And there he goes. This is what he does. Forced out of bounds. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty. Then there's another penalty. So there definitely was a late hit there. The second penalty that comes after that, I'm wondering if we have an unsportsman on somebody. So let's see if the refs give us a little bit of explanation of what happened. One of them was obviously a late hit. Late hit against us. On sportsman, I'm assuming, whatever it was, both the penalties counteract one another. So Shiloh's going to have the ball on the 46-yard line. It's already been a chippy night out here, versus these Saints. It usually is. I know that just from being a parent of a student that's played Shiloh many times. It always seems it's a little trippy when we're playing Shiloh. But let's see if the Gravette defense can do what it did last time, which was force a 3 and out. That would be huge after this because we already proved we can move the ball on this team. If we can stop them from moving the ball, I think that a little bit of worry might start to creep in their head a little bit. Obviously, this is a well-coached Shiloh team, so I'm sure that there'll be adjustments made. But if we can get a 3 and out, I think that would be huge. All right, fake. Wide open. And he's brought down, but not after picking up around 23 yards on the pass play there. So I think our defensive backs might have been caught with the eyes in the backfield there with all the trickery that was going on. Rolling out, passes up. All right, well, nice job there by Mason Dagley there to get a hand up there. I think is enough to tap that ball a little bit and prevent Truitt from hauling in another touchdown. So it's 2nd down and 10, and it's time for the line destruction crew to get another win on this down. There's a snap. And that's basically a screenplay for Truitt. Once again, their best player. Shiloh crowd wants a late hit, but I think that was just in the natural progression of the play. I don't think there was nothing malicious about that. So now it's 1st down and 10 on the 15-yard line. Truitt in motion. That's the guy you got to look for. All right, pass incomplete. Quarterback was a little bit off on that. He had a guy that was open for a little bit, but I think he was expecting him to move in a little bit toward the end zone. Either way, I mean, ill-advised pass, I think, on his part. But I'm going to go ahead and take that. So now it's 2nd down and 10 again. And once again, the line destruction crew, it's time for them to win this down and distance. 2nd down and 10. Hand off. He went out of bounds around the 5-yard line. That was about right. That's going to be a gain of 10. If that's not a 1st down, it's going to be awfully close to one. Still motioned or tried to see if they're giving him the 1st down or not. Yeah, I guess they're giving him the 1st down. I don't know. Yeah, 1st down. Rushing straight ahead, he's going to go into the touchdown. So Shiloh was able to march down and score another touchdown. Resorting to running the ball a little bit there toward the end of the drive there. So I keep going back to that penalty with the Gravette offense really moving down the field and then having that 15-yard penalty really stings right now because that stopped a very promising drive that would have given us the opportunity to tie this ball game back up. But I'm sure that he's learned from this. Got to keep your emotions in check. I doubt that you see that happen again tonight, but man, it's a little tough. It's up. It's good. So Shiloh is going to go up 21-6 with 7:18 left in the 2nd quarter. Nothing to get too worried about, Gravette fans, because, I mean, like I mentioned, we have moved the ball against Shiloh. We proved that our offense can move the ball against these guys. Just comes down to execution. We can't have any mistakes, and we've got to be consistent with what we're doing here. Let me see if I can get some scores in here real quick while we're waiting on kickoff. Let's see. In quarter 2, Lincoln is up on Gentry 7-6. That's kind of a surprising score there. Oh my gosh. P Ridge up 44-0 over Green Forest in the 2nd quarter. That one got pretty ugly pretty quick. And doesn't look like we have the other score in yet. So Shiloh's getting set to kick off here again. And here's the kick. Ball is up. That's going to up back. And it's going to go out of bounds. So I think that's that little pooch kick there. I think it's kind of a little bit of a modified onside kick. You know, you're not necessarily trying to kick it to the first line there, but you're wanting to get all your fast guys on that side. And that way, if up back who doesn't normally get those kicks receives it and maybe fumbles, and you have somebody right there to scoop it up. Reminds me of what I used to do. I play in NCAA football on PlayStation. I would run that kind of play. But of course, this is the PlayStation. This is real high school football. Gravette back out in the 2 wide, 2 tight end set with 1 in the backfield. Hand off to Chase Austin. He's going to have to. He has to start going north to south there. He can't go east to west that long because this line is definitely moving with them. So I think this is a night that those little sweeps aren't gonna cut it. This is a fast defensive line for Shiloh Christian. Sometimes we just have to shove it right down their mouth. But you know that could be hard too. These guys aren't slouches up here for Shiloh Christian. Gravette goes back 4 wide with 1 in the backfield. Nice completion. Josh Dodge on the catch there. He's going to pick up around 8 yards. Josh was able to slow down enough and pick that up. Hilger definitely had some pressure there, but got it out in time, and Dodge is kind of limping off the field here. So that's going to bring in Ryder Brown to replace him. So 3rd down and 5 to go here for Gravette. We know we could get this, we could pick it up. They're bringing the house. Hilger rolls out. Now that, in my opinion, was a pass interference because the defender never looked back for that ball and impeded the progress of the wide receiver being able to come back and get it. I'm afraid it's not a call you're going to get very often in high school football, but the defender never turned around to look for that ball and just was basically in the way when our wide receiver was trying to come back and get it. So I don't know if coaches have the ability to call in plays or give the official reviews of plays, but in my opinion, that should have been a pass interference. The Shiloh line's getting antsy. We have been known to draw people off sides. Low snap. Fans wanted a flag there on Drew Dudley for Shiloh Christian. Blocking his man a good 8 yards out of bounds, ensuring that he doesn't get out there. Once again, you know, these refs are kind of swallowing the whistle on some of this stuff. So, but that was a low snap on that punt. It was a good job to be able to at least get it off. Ends up not being a lot of yards on the punt, but better than what it could have been. So Shiloh is 4 wide, got a bunch. Man in motion. Handoff. Nice stop. Nice stop out in the middle of the field. gonna pick up 1 yard on that, but Dan once again there and there to make that tackle. Runs it again, pretty much running the same play. They get a little bit more yards out of it this time. I don't know where exactly they're going to mark that. The first down marker was down. Okay. So he's going to pick up around 5 yards. So it's 3rd down and 4. And it's time for the Lions to roar, the Lion Destruction crew. It's time for them to step up here on this 3rd down. Looks like they're going to get the first down, but some rough running there. I'm pretty sure I saw a helmet fly off there. And I know typically you've got to go out of off the field if your helmet is removed. Maybe I was just seeing it. Who knows? First down and 10 for Shiloh. Man in motion. Oh, little trickery here by Shiloh Christian. A nice wrap up. They're not going to get any yards on that. It looks like a loss of 2 yards. All right, and now it's 2nd down and 12 to go. Looking to pass, fakes it. Oh, and got a little too nonchalant out there to catch that ball, and it bounces right off his hands. And the quarterback, once again, tastes the dirt. It's going to put us at 3rd down and 12. And I don't want to dwell on this, but the Lion Destruction crew is out here to wreak some havoc. If there was ever a time for the LDC to come out here and get a stop, this would be it. Crowd's chanting LDC. They want to see this Lion Destruction crew. They don't want to see them to lose this 3rd down. And I'm with them. Back to pass, gets the pressure. Passes up. He makes 1 miss. Makes 2 miss. But he doesn't make the Pride Alliance miss, and he is not going to get a first down. He's going to pick up around 9 yards on that pass play. So kudos for them. A hard run for him. He tried to get the first down, but that's going to leave him 4th down at 3. Now I'm willing to bet they're going for it. So it's time for the Lions really to step up. Handoff. He's going to get the first down. To get down to around the 11-yard line. So he ends up with a pretty big chunk run on that. So good job of the Lion defense, though, to not just give up on that. They kept with them, was able to tackle them. Looking to pass. In traffic. And he's going to catch it for, well, it looked like a touchdown. Yeah, it was a touchdown. So, Tollett once again, I wonder where this team would be without Tollett. I mean, he's their touchdown machine. He's scored a lot of them, and he's, like I said, he leads the 4A, and, So Shiloh, I don't know if that was a busted play or them just trying to be cute, but the point after is no good. So with 3 minutes left to play, it's 27-6 Shiloh over Gravette. But yeah, I do wonder, where would this team be without that Tollett guy? He seems to do everything for them. I haven't been really 100% impressed with what's his face here? Eli Reese here for Shiloh. I mean, he's completed some passing, and I mean, they in unofficial stats has around 169 yards passing, but boy, a lot of those yards is that Tollett guy making it happen. So it seems like on the passes that they're not passing to Tollett, not quite as impressive. But that's my opinion on the matter. I'm not a football coach. I'm just a guy that calls plays for the Lions Stream team. So, like I mentioned, 3 minutes left here in the half. Shiloh's been doing little pooch kicks to the upbacks. Let's see if that happens on this as well. But hopefully the Gravette offense could come out here and put some points on the board. I think it would be really good for morale if we were able to go in with a few more points. Jump on it, get on it. All right. And that's why they do exactly that, because you have someone that's inexperienced in fielding kicks trying to catch that ball. Looks like he might have been hurt on that play. Who's that? Pilkington, I believe. Can't tell if that's number 18 or 19. Has to be 18 because there is no 19. So it looks like I might have someone land on his hand or something like that. So Gravette offense comes out. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left before the end of the half. You got to be a little bit careful here. You don't want to pass and have 3 incompletions that give Shiloh a chance to score again. But then again, you don't necessarily want to run the ball and lose your opportunity to be able to score because of time. Looks like a timeout by Gravette. I'll go ahead and mention this during the timeout here because I don't know how much time I'm going to have between the end of the quarter and then them switching over to the different mics up on the upstairs. The Gravette band tonight has done a fantastic job this year in marching competitions. They've been in finals and there's only 2 marching competitions that they've been in that had finals you could go to. They were in finals in both of those competitions. They've done extremely well tonight. And tonight, when you're watching the band, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear them or not. I don't know if they have the microphone upstairs. But all the band members with white headbands tonight are seniors. So we just want to thank those seniors for the hard work that they've done throughout their time here at Gravette. So it looks like Austin with the run there. I don't think he's going to get much yards. Looks like they're going to give him 2 yards. Because that's going to put us to 2nd down and 8 to go. Gravette once again letting that clock click down a little bit. Three wide, 1 in the backfield and an H-back. Handoff. Austin's got some room. Austin's running. Nice, hard, physical run by Austin there. Bringing that ball to the 50-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 22 yards. Very easily Austin's best run of the night. So nice, hard-nosed run there by Austin. But we've seen a lot of those hard-nosed runs by Austin this year. Shouldn't be too much of a surprise to anybody. Gravette goes 4 wide with 1 in the backfield. Let's see if they air it out here. Picks up the pressure. That ball's up in the air. Oh, a little bit too much mustard on it, though. You don't like too much mustard? Stream team's giving me a little bit of weird looks on that play. But it is my daughter here, and she's heard me say that many times at home watching a football game. 4 wide again. Let's see if they run the same thing. Defense comes from a different direction. Nice! Oh, nice catch. It's a shame he couldn't hold on to that for a little bit longer. But that ends up being a gain of 17. Nice pass. There's a bullet in there, and I thought it was going to someone else, but Austin rings that thing in. And Gravette is moving down the field. 1 minute and 33 seconds left. And the ball's on the 34-yard line. Like I said, it would be a huge morale boost for Gravette if we're able to go in and score right before the end of the half. They're rushing again. He was awfully. There's going to be a late hit here on the quarterback. Hilger's taking a while to get up, and he's having to brush off a little bit of dust there. The defender did come back to help him up. But that is, of course, after the penalty was called. So that's a big penalty. That's going to move the ball down quite a bit. It was around a 5-yard gain on the pass, but now that's going to put the ball here on around the 17-yard line. So Gravette is definitely in striking distance of the end zone. 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Hopefully Gravette's able to do something here. Back to pass. Looks like he's a little over him. There's going to be pass incomplete. Yeah. Defender was on his back a little bit, but he did make a play for the ball. He was able to tap the ball away. I don't know enough about the high school rules to know if that was, if that was penalty worthy. Of course, the crowd definitely thought it was. So 2nd down and 10 to go on the 17-yard line. Shiloh's bringing the house. Hilger's running from it. Hilger's going to pick up, it doesn't look like he's really going to pick up anything on that. But it does stop the clock with 58.7 seconds left. So it's still, now it's 3rd down and 10 to go. Realistically, we have 2 plays to get this 1st down. It's the clock that is the most troublesome thing. We do have 1 timeout left. I don't know what that means. 4 wide. Rolling out. Running. Oh. Incomplete pass. Defender got up in the air there and had knocked that down and almost intercepted it. So 4th down and 10. But I fully expect Gravette to go for this. At the 16-yard line, it would be a 33-yard field goal. So Gravette's going to go ahead and burn that last timeout. They want to get the correct play in here to be able to try to get this 1st down and continue the drive and ultimately get a touchdown here before the end of the half. So once again, I'll talk about the band. They competed in 4 competitions this year. One was the Bentonville competition, which is one of the elite competitions of this year, playing against different schools with very large bands, such as Fayetteville, and Fayetteville was there, Cabot was there, a couple of schools out of Oklahoma was there. So a really tough competition. Gravette was able to make the finals in that competition and compete and done extremely well in their class division. They had a competition in Waldron, Arkansas, where they ended up being 3rd overall in the competition of at least 14 or 15 bands that competed in that. So they did very well in that competition. At regionals, they were able to get superior ratings in the marching, which is fantastic, especially of a band of our size. And I'll tell you about the last one after this play. 4 wide, they're rushing. Hilger passes. Oh, a little bit low. So it's going to be a turnover on downs there with 44.3 seconds left. Let's see how aggressive Shiloh is here on offense to see if they actually try to do something here. And then the band's last competition they had was at Siloam Springs, where they made the finals in that competition as well. They won in their division. How these things go, you compete in your division and then you compete overall. They won all the awards in the division there in Siloam Springs. So a fantastic year for the band this year, who had a lot of freshmen and younger classmen. So just a great job overall. Low snap. There's a flag on the play. And then he ends up going out of bounds. I'm willing to bet there's a hold there.
Flag on play.
Holding play, or holding flag, which usually when a flag comes in that part of the field, with that much time that's gone in the play, that's usually what you got is holding. Looks like that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So they'll replay first down. It'll be first down at 20. 37.4 seconds left here. I mean, they really have a long way to go. I don't think Shiloh's just going to sit down and kneel here, which is a little bit ironic since they are Saints. Anybody? Is this thing on? Anyway. They're definitely in a tight formation, though. Back to pass. They're airing it out. They're trying to get pass complete to that Tourette guy that we've been talking about all night. A gain of 20. I think they wanted to try to see if he could break one loose. And now they're running up to the line of scrimmage, trying to get something happening. Pass complete. Gain around 13, and all of a sudden Shiloh is rolling here, trying to make something out of this with only 20.3 seconds left. I suppose if I was the Shiloh Christian offensive coordinator, I would probably try to throw one up to Tollett to see if he could break some tackles too. I mean, one of the best wide receivers in the 4A, so why wouldn't you try that? And Shiloh definitely has a history of trying to run up scores against folks, so I guess I wasn't too surprised to see them air that out a little bit. So Shiloh's going to burn the timeout here to try to figure out how they can get as many plays in as possible with only 20.3 seconds left on the board. We definitely need the defense to step up here because it'd be a real dagger if they're able to score a touchdown here with so little time left in the second quarter, because Shiloh will be receiving the ball in the third quarter, the beginning of the third quarter. So hopefully the Gravette defense is going to be able to maybe snag an interception, get a fumble, get something to help stop this offense, because they're trying to get a touchdown here, ladies and gentlemen. And that kind of tight formation again, which they sometimes run a little trickery out of. A bad snap. I think. Did we get it? Looks like the Saints did fall on it. So they're going to lose. They're going to lose 3 yards on that, and I think they called another timeout, because that's obviously not what they drew up. For a second there, I thought the Lions had jumped on that ball. But now there's 15.8 seconds left to go in the half, and the ball at the 48-yard line. Or make that the 45-yard line. They haven't updated the scoreboard yet on the correct yard line. And I guess I had a little bit more time to talk about this than what I anticipated I did. But like I mentioned before, once we switch to the band marching out here, look for the band members with the white headbands. Those are going to be the seniors that will be marching their last show here at Lions Stadium in front of the friendly confines of a Gravette crowd here. So if you got time, just, if you know anybody in the band, thank them, especially those seniors. So second down, 13 to go. Rolling. Gets the pressure. He throws it. Bounces off the chest of Seth Charlton there for Shiloh Christian. So it's third down to 13 and 8.8 seconds to go. So third and 13, and it's time for the line destruction crew to, rhyming with 13, that's difficult. Third down at 13, and it's time for the line destruction crew full of Gravette teens to stop them. Pass complete to Tollett. Once again, trying to get him just to break out. He's going to gain around 6 yards on that, and the clock go to 0. So the defense is able to stop the Lion offense from marching down and scoring another touchdown before the half. But that puts us at 27-6. Shiloh Christian over the Saints. Shiloh Christian over Gravette right now at halftime. The Gravette offense moved the ball well. Very unofficial stats. They had 145 yards passing. Gravette did, and had 48 yards rushing. Shiloh Christian 208 yards passing and 65 yards on the ground. So, as advertised, Shiloh's been able to move the ball, but Gravette's had some good success moving the ball too, with almost 200 yards of total offense for Gravette as well. So, a good job on Gravette. They just need to cash in on the opportunities that they've got. Of course, I'm sure Shiloh is going to make some adjustments going into the half, but so will Gravette. I think that we're not out of this ball game, but we will need to play a near perfect second half. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you go until a few minutes before the start of the second half. I'll try to give you some scores when we come back here, but we're going to leave you in here so you can watch the Gravette Shiloh band playing first. All right, but we're going to leave it to you. So 27-6, Shiloh at the half.
Your music is on. job, cheerleaders. Now let's welcome to the field your Gravette Flying Pie Marching Band. Tonight, our seniors are wearing white bandanas. We thank our seniors for their years of service to our band.
I could easily tell the difference. It's the guy right there in the middle. No hat. It's Kobe Frank. And I can see oh, there's a girl I really don't like. And then and then tap his hand. And then
Good job, band. Congratulations, seniors. I just need you to get wings.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's about 3 minutes left in halftime here. So we're going to go over some of the scores that's going on around the 4A and just different places. So let's see scores in our conference, which we'll focus on those first. Right now at halftime, we got a barn burner here. Gentry up 14-13 over Lincoln. If Lincoln pulled off this upset here against Gentry, boy, it's going to make a confusing mess with regards to standings, because that would put a big pool of teams all tied for third place. So we'll see how this ends up shaking out. Let's see. Pea Ridge up 47-7 over Green Forest at halftime. Not very close there, and I know the last time I looked, yeah, we still don't have a score in Berryville. So no telling what's going on there. Some other scores of interest. Bentonville is up 31-0 over Springdale at half. Cabot is up 31-7 over Fort Smith Northside in the third quarter. Fayetteville up 49-0 over Rogers Heritage at halftime. Springdale Harbor up 42-29 over Rogers in the second quarter. At halftime, Bentonville West up 24-14 over Van Buren. Greenwood up 35-0 over somebody. My screen scrolled without me telling it to. 35-0 over Sheridan in the fourth quarter. Let's see what else we got here. Siloam Springs up 28-0 over Little Rock Hall in the third quarter. Woo, boy, in an ugly game, it looks like. Alma and Greenbrier are tied at 0-0 in the fourth quarter. So somebody's got to score a point to win that game. Let's see. Just because I'm a Win alumni, and I always announce it when I can, Win actually down 21-8 to Forest City right now in the third quarter. Let's go, Yellow Jackets. I'm sure we could get those points back and take the lead. Farmington and Morrilton. Morrilton up 35-14 over Farmington in the third quarter. Pulaski Academy up 37-0 over Watson Chapel at halftime. Elkins down 16-12 to Darnell. Darnell's a very good team. So Elkins hanging in there. Let's see. To try to find scores around the area here. Greenland up 28-6 over Paris in the second quarter. Kind of close. Mansfield up 31-20 over Cedarville in the third quarter. West Fork down 8-0 against Charleston in the second quarter. I don't know much about Charleston, but usually they're a pretty tough team. So, West Fork hanging tough there. Let's see, and that's about everybody from around here. Some scores that should be of interest just because it could be potential playoff foes for the Gravette Lions, depending on how they're seeded. Right now, if Gravette ends up being a fifth seed, they're most likely playing a team like Jonesboro Westside or Pocahontas or Rivercrest. Well, Pocahontas tonight is up 24-12 over Gosnell. Let's see what some of those other schools. Riverview's up 28-21 over Heber Springs at halftime. And Jonesboro Westside is up 14-0 over Truman at halftime. I'd have to look at the standings there to see what that means for a potential matchup for Gravette. But I just know, just looking at the playoffs, how they kind of stacked up there on Max Preps, it looks like those could be a potential team that we're playing. If we were able to sneak up into the fourth seed, then we're probably going to have to go down south to face a team like, potentially Warren, which is actually 7-7 versus Hamburg at halftime. Trying to remember who else is in that division that we might would have to go drive to. Either way, 5th seed, 4th seed, it doesn't really matter. There's a long drive ahead of the Gravette Lions here in the first round of the playoffs. Unless Gravette is able to somehow sneak out a 3rd seed or 3rd seed, which is still in the cards. It is still possible. I think that if Lincoln is able to pull off an upset against Gentry, and then next week we beat Gentry, that should potentially get us to the 3rd seed. I'm talking right now kind of out of my rear end, though. I don't have the paper in front of me to confirm all that stuff, but just from what I remember seeing in the different seedings and things like that, I think it's possible. So Gravette's going to be kicking off here at Shiloh Christian. The clock's about to click down. About 20 seconds left at halftime here before we start the 3rd quarter. I'm sure the Gravette Lions have looked over strategy and hopefully have seen little holes and little things that they're able to take advantage of with Shiloh. And, of course, I'm sure they're doing the exact same thing there at Shiloh, looking at what Gravette did and trying to combat against that. But like I mentioned earlier, 27-6 at halftime. This is not an inconceivable amount of points to come back from and score a victory. It would be an amazing victory, but we're still in this ball game. A little bit of a pooch kick. Up back decides he's going to try to take it. That's not a good sign for the half. That up back runs that up so far. So Shiloh's going to have excellent field position to begin the 3rd quarter here. I think we found the up back we are not going to kick it to anymore, because they're definitely not afraid to run with the ball. But they're going to be starting around their 20-yard line here. So, hand off. He's got some yards. He's going to pick up around, look like around 7 yards on that. So, Gravette defense is being called early to try to step up and prevent a Shiloh score here. They hand it off again. Shiloh looks content to run this ball. I think, he ran that in for a touchdown. So 14-yard touchdown. Shiloh was able to get on the board pretty quickly after the outstanding run on the kickoff there. So that's one of those things that gets this team. We can't afford any mistakes, and that's going to be chalked up to a mistake here. So, and Shiloh was able to score quickly. Hopefully our boys don't hang their heads down after this, but realize they've played this team tough all game long, and just because they get a quick score doesn't mean anything. We weren't going to hold this team to 0 points in the second half. That wasn't going to happen. So, they scored quick. And that happens. It probably won't be. It probably will happen again sometime this half too. So can't hang our heads about this. We got to come back out here and run offense like we've been doing in the first quarter. We had success running the ball. We had success getting the ball down the field. We know that we can get yards on this Shiloh Christian defense. We know that we can do it because we did it all first half. Now, the important thing now is, though, to capitalize on those plays. Capitalize on those yards that we're getting. Not make mistakes when we get into the red zone. So, Gravette's about to receive the ball. Like I said, we know that we can get yards against this defense. And we knew that they were going to score again. So, nothing to hang your head down with Shiloh getting a quick score there. But we do have to respond. Let's see if Shiloh attempts one of those little pooch kicks. Another knuckleball. Received well. Gravette's going to end up getting around the, let's see, around the 37-yard line on that. So Gravette's got a cool 63 yards to go to the touchdown. Now, earlier, the strategy was a little bit of trying to take some of that clock while running offense. But when you're down by 28 points, there has to be a little bit of urgency going on. I mean, you're gonna need some luck, and you're gonna need some big plays. Handoff, nice run. Ran into his old man. I think he would have got a first down if he didn't do that. But Austin's going to pick up around 8 yards on that run. Announcer says 9. I'll work with that. So nice run by Austin there. Second down and 1 to go. 3 wide, 2 in the backfield. Or rather, 1 in the backfield, 1 in an H-back position. Fakes the handoff. Nice pass. He's going to get the yards that he needs. Not a big game, but enough for a first down. Dagley threw down pretty hard there by the defensive back, but you know what? He scored a first down, so Gravette moving the ball on offense as we've done this game. 3 wide once again. 1 in the backfield and the H-back. Shiloh threatening the rush. They don't call the flag on encroachment there. I guess they didn't get all the way across the line. Handoff to Austin. Austin's fighting. He picks up around 3 yards on the run. We're lucky to be able to get that ball into his hands. The snap looked a little wonky. Giving him 4 yards on the run. I'm fine with that. More yards is better than none there. But good job by Hilger to be able to get that ball in there to Austin. The run, and we're looking at a second down and 6 to go. Gravette once again in the 3 wide set. Fakes the handoff. Ooh, and he's going to get wrapped up. So Shiloh brought a pretty heavy rush there. And, we faked that handoff there. But in doing that, Hilger wasn't able to pick up that block. And that leads us to 3rd down and 14. Shiloh's been pretty aggressive defensively tonight, rushing the ball. I think that's the first sack of the night, though, for the Shiloh Christian Saints. 3rd down and 4 to go. Or I wish. 3rd down and 14 to go. And there's a flag on that play. Kind of called late. I'm not really sure what this is going to be. Ball was behind Dagley there. Looks like a hold. So Shiloh's going to give us another chance at the 3rd down here after the 10-yard penalty for the hold. Even though they had stopped us on 3rd down. I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess they, I don't really get that one, but that puts us at 3rd down and P Ridge here for a first down. Don't know, we got an official timeout or what exactly we got going on here. Shout out to John White. I just heard him yell out in the stands. All right, okay, I see what happened. Shiloh decided to decline the penalty, which, I was wondering why they accepted it in the first place. So 4th down and 15. Looks like we're going to punt. And of course, we have the dangerous Tillette back there. Nice punt. Rolls out of bounds. But, some nice yards on that punt. And most importantly, it doesn't give Tillette the chance to try to run it back. So unfortunately, the offense sputters a little bit after having a promising start and gives that ball back to Shiloh. They're kind of running out of time here. They're wanting to mount a comeback. But what definitely is going to have to happen in the sequence of plays here is we're going to have to stop Shiloh here. I mean, if they go ahead and score another, I think you can pretty much put this game away. Shiloh's 4 wide. Man in motion. Quick pass. And that's the Tillette. Gain of around 7 there. And you can kind of see what the Saints offense is about. Get the ball in Tillette's hands and try to and see if he can't make something happen. Gravette defense stops about the run, but not after scoring a first down there. So it'll be first down for the Shiloh Christian Saints after a gain of around 6 on the ground. So Shiloh is moving the ball and ball in the air. Oh! Oh, boy. Got our hands on it, and unfortunately we're not able to bring that down. And Pilkington there with the pass breakup, and it's a good thing that he got it. I mean, because Tillette was running right down in the middle of the field. If he would have grabbed that, probably would have been lights out. So I'm sure next time we'll squeeze that one in for the interception. Looks like the offensive player there is offsides. Maybe that's just me, some wishful thinking. Seeing this is what Tillette does. Tillette should have been wrapped up a long time ago, but ends up scratching out quite a few yards there. So he ends up getting around 29 yards on that pass play. It looked awfully close to having one of the guys offsides on that play, but refs didn't catch it. 5-yard penalty on the Saints there. And from my position, I couldn't 100% tell if he was offside. Just looked a little bit from up here. Now first down and 15 for the Saints. Once again, it looks like number 5 there. It looks like offsides. Pass play, he's running. You got a lot of yards on that. So a little dump pass play there. So he's going to pick up around 26 yards on that. Gravette rides him down, but not after he's able to get about 6 or maybe 7 yards on the ground there. So Shiloh's starting to mix it up a little bit here, run and pass. That should be a penalty because we had a man that was on the field offsides. Of course, they're going to decline that because Tillette walks right into the end zone. There's flags. Pretty sure the flags, regardless of what it is, happen after the touchdown. Still haven't announced what this flag is, but I'm sure somebody is a sportsmanlike penalty on somebody. So they're still thinking about it or talking about it out there. Still don't know really what happened. So I'm pretty sure somebody said something. I have no idea what that means. No idea what that means, ladies and gentlemen. But apparently Shiloh did it twice and Gravette did it once. So they did score the touchdown. Now it looks like on the extra point, 15-yard penalty.
Resulting touchdown being good. Penalty is forced on the extra point.
So I'm willing to bet Shiloh is about to try to run a 2-point conversion here. Oh my gosh. They're really backing this up. So this is the longest extra point in high school history. So they're attempting extra point from the 32-yard line. So I'm not really sure exactly how this works. I guess he said a couple of bad things out there. Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody really knows what's going on right now. And I'm not even sure. I mean, it seems like in the past I've seen these penalties assessed on the kickoff and not necessarily on the extra point attempt. So, yeah, I'm not sure if these refs call sideline warnings. I don't see anybody on the sidelines that are out on the field. So, yeah, there's lots of stuff going on here. All right. Point after attempt on the 30. That's a false start. So let's just march this back a little bit further. So now the 32-yard point after attempt will become a 37-yard point after attempt. So, yeah, 37 yards to get a potential 2 points here. Pump fake, airs it out. Surprise, surprise. It goes Tillette. But the 2-point attempt is no good. So with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left in the third quarter, Saints are now up 40-6. So not exactly the start of the third quarter that we needed. I suppose there's a little bit of comic relief there in the fact that they had to attempt the 37-yard extra point. But right now it's 40-6. If you grab it right now, I think that you ought to. You might bring the starters out again for this offensive run here to see if we can put something on the board. But after that, I think it's time to try to avoid some injuries here. With this offense of the Saints, even if we were able to run down and score pretty quickly, I just don't know we got enough time to be able to do anything here. Another pooch to the up back. Handled pretty well. But then Gang tackle there. So Gravette's going to start at the 33-yard line or so. Looks like we're bringing in the second unit here. So with Pilkington, we have Fernandez back there in the backfield and River Soule. Nice tough run there. So Fernandez with a gain of around 2.5 there. We'll give him 3 yards. So that's second down and 7. High snap. Toss out to Fernandez. He's trying to get that corner. And no yards on that play. He just was never able to get to that corner there. That's going to put us at third down and 7 to go. Looks like he might actually lost a yard on that. So make that third down and 8 to go for the Lions. The clock and now ticking, of course, now with the score being 40-6. Mercy rule is in effect. Ooh. Well, Pilkington's able to fight off one, but he couldn't fight off the other one. He's going to end up losing around 13 yards on that. So I'm interested to see. Yeah, they still trot out Tillette there to receive the punt. I guess Shiloh's not comfortable with a 40-6 lead with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice punt though, but he's gonna have some room to run. He's dancing around, then he gets stuck. Looks like, I think that's Pilkington that hit him. Yeah, it was Pilkington that was able to hit him. Maybe next time he won't dance around so much to go straight up the field because he could have got some yards. But instead he was wanting to try to break something open. So I'm interested to see if Shiloh is going to come out with their second teamers or try to run the score up. That is their first team quarterback. Fakes the handoff. Pass. And a gain of around 11 or 12 on the pass play. Once again, I'm not really sure what Shiloh's trying to prove here. Up 40-6 and keeping their first team offense out here. Unless they're just wanting to run up the score, which, like I mentioned, Shiloh is not afraid to do. Looks like a gain around 2 yards there on that run.
Whiteman on the carry. Brown, Duncan on the stop.
I mean, you would think a team that is a potential favorite to win the state championship would be worried about the health of their players in a game that they have in hand. Now, I do suspect you're going to see a lot more running of the ball from Shiloh instead of passing. But still, I don't get it. I think they proved their point tonight, being up 40-6. Man in motion. Hand off. Nice open field tackle there. See if I can get this young man's number.
Whiteman on the carry. How about Duncan? Fourth down and 6.
So that's down by Duncan. 4th down, and they go for it. Okay. Once again, Shiloh's obviously concerned that Gravette's going to come back in this game with them up 34. Going for it for 4th down. Whatever, it's their right to do. Hand off. Nice stick there. No yards gain on that one.
Rabbit on the carry.
1 minute and 39 seconds to the left in the third quarter. Oh. Handoff. There's a flag on the play. This is likely coming back. Given the position of the flag in the field, that usually is a holding flag.
Joel was on the tackle. Flag on the play. Holding. Saints.
And it is a hold on the Saints. So that comes back. It'll put us at 2nd down and 20 to go. So Shiloh lines up. 4 wide, 1 in the backfield. They decide to pass the ball. Ball complete for a 9-yard gain.
Pass complete to Hutchinson.
So that puts them at 3rd down and 12 to go.
3rd down Saints.
So they're down in 12. It's the downs that the line to structure crew delve down deep into their deep down in their guts to try to stop them. Passing once again. And, yeah, wide open. So 33-yard pass play. Once again to Tollett. That's about 5 touchdowns or so for him tonight. Guess they're wanting Tollett to rack up those yards and touchdown totals to look a little bit better for college scouts, I suppose. But they're obviously concerned about the Gravette coming back to once again keep their first string out there. Turkey of a kick, but it's good. So with 33.9 seconds left in the third quarter, Shiloh Christian goes up 47-6 over Gravette. Shiloh unofficially right now has 333 yards passing and 110 yards rushing for the night. Very interested to know how much those yards is Tollett there. I mean, it's obvious, you know, hey, he's a good player. I just don't get their thinking here. I guess they just want to look good in the Saturday papers when people look at it and see the score. Kick is up. This is what they've been doing all night. Gravette recovers the fumble. Then that, like I said, that's why they're doing it right there, because you have someone who's inexperienced in receiving those kicks, trying to wrangle it down, and you get a lot of fumbles. Luckily, we were able to jump on that ball and prevent Shiloh from picking it up again. No doubt they would have brought their first team offense back out there again, try to score another touchdown, because why not? That's what the Shiloh Christian teams do. So Gravette comes back out again. Second team offense. Like we mentioned last time, getting some of these younger players a little bit of experience. And Fernandez is going to get wrapped up in the backfield. I don't keep up quite as well in the what team defense teams have, but I wouldn't be surprised if Shiloh doesn't have their first team defense still out there too. We're going to go ahead and let that quarter roll down. So the end of the third quarter, it's 47-6. Shiloh Christian. Let me see if I can get some updates on any of these scores for you guys. And it doesn't really look like we've got any updates here. It looks like the same scores I've reviewed there at the beginning of the half. The screen might be updating here. We might have something new. Finally, updates here. Let's see real quick if there's... Nope, that's the same score. All right, well, no new scores. Pilkington running for his life there. He's going to end up losing around 9 yards. I know the majority of the Shiloh defense that seems to be out there is seniors. High snap. Handoff to Fernandez. He tries to get something, but he's probably going to lose around 2 yards on there. So once again, I think that Shiloh still has their first team defense out there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're up by 41. Oh, they do bring in a different punt returner this time, though. So I guess they figured at least that will be offsides on Gravette. I guess they figure 5 or 6 touchdowns or so by Tillette was enough. I think I said offsides. False start on the Lions there. Short kick, which is always a little bit dangerous when you're trying to receive the ball because you have players that's running back there to block that doesn't necessarily know that they're about to get hit by a kick. But Shiloh is going to get fantastic field position here on the 39-yard line. So let's see if looks like we do have a new quarterback in. Caleb Anderson, the sophomore for Shiloh. Man in motion. Toss. He's got some yards. He's still running. Nice tackle at the end, but not after picking up 8 yards on the pass. I know that looks like a run, but when the ball is tossed someone running in front of the quarterback like that, that is considered a pass. So, 8-yard pass there. Second down and 2 for the Shiloh Christian Saints with 8 minutes and 54 seconds left. They do the same thing there. Another little toss. Then brought down after a pickup around 6. Of course, these second teamers from Shiloh, I mean, they're hungry. They're wanting to get into the end zone. A little bit more of a fair fight now, though. 4 wide for Shiloh. And the exact same thing. They obviously love this play with this quarterback in. Hard run by that young man. So, give him that. Like I said, he's hungry. He's trying to get in the end zone. That's a around 25-yard pass play there. And it's going to give Shiloh first to goal around the 2-yard line. Not really sure what's going on here. Looks like we have a young man that's on the sideline that may be injured. The ref didn't necessarily see it. Amelia, if you see a number on him, let me know. Right there in the far corner. You see that? You see there's a gentleman that's walking towards somebody over there? Okay, that's one of our players. Okay, that's Fernandez then. So it looks like Fernandez, but he's walking off on his own. So that's a good sign. Okay, so in the third quarter, Gentry's still up 14-13 over Lincoln. Pea Ridge final now, 47-14 over Green Forest. Still no score in Prairie Ridge and Berryville. Something is happening there, but we'll never know, I guess. So it's good to see Fernandez walking off on his own after the play there. So we got 7 minutes, 48 seconds left. Shiloh has the ball around their 2-yard line. Quarterback keeper, and he's met by Pride Lions, but he is able to fall forward for a touchdown. So Shiloh Christian once again puts some points on the board here. So this score is going to look pretty ugly when you see it on the final. What I'm hoping from these boys, what I'm hoping that they realize with the score is, one, Shiloh is not assuming they get the point here, this team is not better than us by 48 points. Okay? This is a fantastic team. This is one of the best teams in the state. I'll give you that. But they're not a 48-point better team than what Gravette is. What did happen with Gravette was we had costly penalties when we were driving down the field. We weren't able to take advantage of drives that we've had on their side of the field. They ended up stalling and not getting points. Gravette offense was able to play with Shiloh. Gravette offense was able to do some damage against their defense. They just weren't able to get to that final point or push past that to be able to get the points on the board. So what I'm hoping here, yeah, like I said, this looks ugly. Everybody that's played Shiloh, the scores looked ugly. Okay, so it's not like everybody else has been playing Shiloh real close, and we're just getting blown out. Everybody's getting blown out by Shiloh. So the score, don't even worry about the score. Realize that you can move the ball against a team like Shiloh, because we did. We can stop them, because we did have outs. We did have 3 outs against them. So defensively, we can play with them. Obviously, yes, they are a better team, and they scored the ball. Yes, give them all that. But defensively, we can play. We can run offense. And next week when we play Gentry, that is a game that we can win. That is a game that we could go into and do some damage. That's a game that we can improve seeding in the playoffs with the win. So what I'm hoping what these boys realize is that, one, everybody gets blown out by Shiloh Christian. It's not just us getting blown out. It is everybody. But we were able to move the ball. We were able to have success on defense against Shiloh Christian. When you're playing against the top receiver in the 4A, that's what he's going to do. They're going to throw it up to him. He's going to catch it and just shake off tackles. That's what he's going to do. But we can play with Gentry. We can get that win in Gentry, and we can improve playoff seedings with a win versus Gentry. And I'm just hoping that these boys don't get let down by the scoreboard that they're looking at right now. I'm hoping that they go into this game next week with a sense of purpose. Yes, it's a rivalry game versus Gentry. It's a game that everybody gets up for. So they should be up for it regardless. But I want them to realize their real stakes is on the line next week. If they could get that victory over Gentry, it only improves playoff seedings. It gets you playing against a team that's not going to be as tough as the team that you would be playing as the 5th seed. So that's what I'm hoping to see from these boys after this game tonight. So the Gravette offense goes out there. It looks like I didn't catch the number of the young man that I believe maybe it's Trenton Durham that's in there for Fernandez. Sule with the run there. Looks like he's probably going to lose a yard there. No, it's James Hinkst. I might have said that incorrectly. Or is it? Sorry, my eyes are. Or it might be Ashton Gurner. I cannot tell if that's a 25 or 28. Okay, that's number 28 out there. That's in there for Fernandez. And 28 is Ashton Gurner getting into the game here. High snap. Pilkington hopefully just dropped. He's trying to make something happen out of this. So Pilkington is going to lose some yards, but he was going to lose a lot more yards before he picked it up and ran with it. So that's going to end up being a lost bait. So that's going to put us third down and about 19 to go for a first down. So, yeah, Gravette's definitely content on letting that clock click down. 3 wide. Handoff. Yeah, Sule not going anywhere there. So that's going to be a loss of around 2 on the play. So 4th down and a mile. And it looks like Pilkington is setting back the punt. Shiloh does end up putting somebody in the backfield there to field the punt. Somebody moved. I don't know if that's offense or defense. Looks like a false start. So that's another 5 yards. So now we're looking at 4th down in Eureka Springs. And the punt. Got a little bit of air underneath it. Fair catch, and Shiloh is going to start on the 34-yard line with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left here to play. I suspect we're going to see a steady diet of running the ball here from Shiloh just to go ahead and close this game out. I would suspect. Though they do come out in a 4-wide set. Man in motion. And they do that little toss thing that they've obviously liked with this quarterback. Nice tackle there by Lane Wilkins. What do you say? He's really smart. All right. My daughter says Lane Wilkins is really smart. So, good job, Lane. 2nd down and 4 to go. You didn't know you were going to get kudos on your grades here on the stream tonight. Handoff to 13. He's running. Yeah, that's probably going to be a touchdown. Ben Baker there for Shiloh. So, gain of around 27 yards for a touchdown. 249, a real ugly number gets put on the board here, 60. Not exactly what you wanted from senior night. I think, we knew this This offense was just amazing. They came out and proved it. So, I mean, I think that we would have liked to not see 61 points put on the board. But, I mean, I get what's happening here. Their second string is they got a great second string, too, for Shiloh here. And, those second stringers for Shiloh, they're hungry as well. They want to get into the end zone. So, at some point, it's our job to stop them. So, trying to see if there's any updates here on scores. Gentry does come back and defeat Lincoln 34-13, so that is the final. Lincoln wins that game. So I'm sorry, Gentry wins that game. So that helps prevent a real cluster in the seedings here. Pea Ridge, they didn't win, 47-14. Yeah, fall on that ball, young man. And I'm sure. Let's see. And still no score in Berryville with Prairie Grove and Berryville, which, on paper looks like it would be a decent game with both teams at 2-6. Prairie Grove should be able to handle Berryville, but we'll never know because it's not updated. So. All right, so Gravette Lions come out, Pilkington and River Soleil, and Ashton Gerner there in the backfield. Toss to Soleil, makes one miss, makes a few more miss, but unfortunately all that work for a loss of 2 yards. So, and that's going to be the last play of the game. I would be shocked if Gravette takes another snap here. So Shiloh gets an impressive victory. They're going to end up winning this game 61-6, which is rough. I mean, it's not a score that you want to see. Once again, this is the toughest team in the state in the 4A, in my opinion. Arkadelphia has a lot of speed and has got a good team, but man, I don't see how there's a better 4A team than what this is. It's a rough night for the seniors. I mean, we'd love to see the seniors come out and get a victory. Like I said before, though, I mean, I think offensively we moved the ball. I think on defense we were able to be competitive on defense and just got to this got to the second half, and we're at a point where, if you don't score, or you had to score to try to get into the ball game, and when you aren't able to do that, and Shiloh gets the ball back, it just makes it easier for them to get runs. So that is the ball game. Don't really know what to say except we'll see you next week at Gentry in the game that Gravette can win. They go out there with a clear head, and when they go out there on a mission. So this is Steven. This is the stream team. Thank everybody that's watching, and we'll see you next week.